So the question is, what happens with open enrollment when parents try to enroll their child in another school or school district, inter-district and intra-district, I'll talk about that in a minute, the difference, and they have an IEP and the school says, oops, sorry, no. Well, basically the school won't say, oops, sorry, no, we're not taking your kid because he or she has an IEP, we don't have room, we filled our slots. And that can happen if you're trying to move your child to another school within the school district, which is an intra-district transfer, or to another school district, inter-district transfer. And really, there's no way to find out if they're being forthright other than doing a public records request. So then you can look at the data to see how many slots there are, how many slots are actually filled. The other thing is, if you think that you're being discriminated against, or your child is, then the parent can file an Office of Civil Rights complaint. Because Office of Civil Rights can go in and look at all the records that a school has and look at all that data. But otherwise, that data is just not publicly available other than through a records request. In other words, you can't access it on a website to see how many slots there are. Sometimes parents will revoke consent for an IEP and then enroll their child into a school. So you could try that, but that's too much. It's not even worth it. Because once your child needs an IEP, you know already you're going to have a battle with that. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that charter schools are not allowed to have on their enrollment
application.
On the application, correct. So on the application, I want to apply to your school. They can't say, does your child have an IEP? Because that's discrimination. They can ask it on the enrollment form. Okay, so if you see it on an application form, we'd like to know. And that's it.
Okay, and then, but they can do it. Like, so families who try to move and get turned down, it's pretty hard to prove
It
Really
is.
that it's discriminatory. Okay.
Now,
Now, if they
sometimes
moved into the neighborhood, if they actually change their residency, they have
Yes.
to take them.
Okay.
you have to show your utility bill. Sometimes I've seen parents do it, but you have to be able to do that.
Okay.
And so that's more difficult. And I don't say to try to move into your friend's house. I know that's been done. I don't, that's not being honest.
So would that be considered fraud?
And that's
Yeah.
not being honest.
And I
Yeah.
know some districts that actually do go and check sometimes when they suspicious.
Okay. Thank you, guys.